Hi everybody. I know that I said I was going to do another sound healing session with all of you to honor my birth dad, Barnaby de Guzman. It is on October 28th of 1973 when he signed the deed of surrender so that I could be adopted. This week has just kind of been a little bit of an emotional one, so I guess everything's going to come a day late. Hopefully not your Halloween one, though. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and talk to him about him and just what it all means to me. When I think about that, in a way, it's almost like a part of me, died a little bit. There's somebody that died. I was like a ghost. I don't know, it's kind of weird to think about, not having, known who he was and him not knowing who I am or where I was in the world. It's just so crazy, that feeling. But I've been found. So earlier this year, just right after my birthday, at the end of June, I decided that this was going to be the time for me to finally go and find my birth family. And I made that decision. And one day I was just perusing the Facebook marketplace and I saw those, souvenir spoons. And this lady had one that said the Philippines on it. And I just had to go get that spoon. And it took me like 2 weeks. She wasn't very responsive and I wouldn't see the picture and then it would reappear again even after I had messaged her. And I was really neurotic about it. I was like, hey, I just really want that one spoon. She was selling for $1 each. But I picked out 3, But when I finally got to go get the spoon, it landed up that the house numbers, her address was the same as mine, except minus 1 number, which means that I think her house is going east-west, and I'm on a street that goes more, north-south, one or the other. But it was 1 number off. And then when me and my friend Dooney took me, he came all the way from Lakeside, 30-minute drive or something in traffic. Last minute to go get the spoon that I've been trying to hunt down for 2 weeks so I could just, I was committed. That was my point of commitment, that I'm going to go find my family in the Philippines armed with DNA and a picture. But I made this big post about it and I was just yeah, I'm going to go on this adventure like a Viking, But I guess some kind of Filipino globetrotter on a canoe or whatever they're called. I'm sorry, I know. I don't know my history very well, but I'm learning. Anyhow, so I made this claim that I'm going to go find my family in the Philippines, and I think it was 5 days later, my friend John messages me and he's like, there's this girl, she's claiming that she's your family member and she knows you and she needs to get in touch with you and all this stuff. And he forwarded me the message and I was like, oh my God, because the details that were in there, it was unbelievable. And I messaged him and I was like, no, this is real. He's like, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a scam. I'm like, no, there's no way. There's no way. There was just these details. I couldn't believe it. And I remember when I messaged her and she messaged me back and we're like, okay, I'll call you on my way home from work or something like that. And I remember I was kind of pushing it, and I was walking home from the bus stop at like 10:30 at night, and I'm like talking to this girl. I called her on my way home. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so crazy. And we got on the phone, and I looked terrible. Oh my gosh, I look terrible now. But anyways, it's like I was on the phone with my one sister, Raz, and oh my gosh, it was just crazy. And Rosa in Arkansas and Renz, I can't remember which ones I was all on the phone with in the very first phone call. But yeah, my little angel Kirsten, she's my little angel. I love you, angel. But anyhow, and I think I cried for like 2 weeks. I just couldn't believe it, because just to know that there were so many of them looking for me. Oh my goodness. But so my dad Barnaby was a very busy man. And so it lands up that I have 3 blood sisters that we're all like, we have the same mom and dad. And then on my dad's side, I have 3 siblings that live in Canada, and 2 I think that are still in the Philippines. But I still have like a million nieces and nephews, and I have to like figure out who's who. But I've got the cutest little nieces and nephews. I can't wait to go back. And grandkids. Oh my gosh, I have one that's like so smart. Well, a couple of them, they're all so smart. But one in particular, he wants to be like a space engineer. It's just so amazing, because that was my dad's, my adopted dad. So weird to just call him my adopted dad to differentiate. He's just my dad. But anyways, my dad, that's really what he was. He was an aviator in the Navy. But yeah, he was really into the space thing. I think that at some point, if he had I guess ranked higher or in his career, he probably would have done something in space aeronauticals, I guess. But I just want to honor my dad's side of the family. I have 3 that live in Canada and 2 that live in the Philippines. And like I said, a lot of nieces and nephews on their side. And I won't be able to make it this January to the family reunion. Yeah, I have to wait to get my passport. I just applied. I have to reapply for my American, or not reapply, but I have to, I guess, confirm my American citizenship. So I'm waiting on that so I can get my passport. And that's going to take a little while. But I plan to be in the Philippines in July to meet the rest of my family. So that's very special. But yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't able to provide you all with a healing bowl session, done by me, but I'll do my best to make it up for you today. I'm actually going to go do Gongyo today, and chant the Daimokusan, get back with my Buddhist community. My friend Patty, her son Donald is going to come and pick me up and take me. Donald is a very good friend of my son Apollo's. So Apollo's actually the one that introduced me to the Nichiren Buddhism. So we'll go chant the Gohonzon. I hope you can hear my dog. That's my dog snoring. No, those aren't hickeys. No. There's one reason why I hate doing videos, because then I look at myself. No, they're not hickeys. Oh my gosh. I've been scratching the hell out of myself. So, yeah. I've just been playing in the dirt a lot and trying to get my house clean. So, anyways, back to why we're actually here. My dog. I'm healing her too. So, well, there's plenty of time for you to learn about my healing abilities. But for now, I just wanted to be sure and leave you all with a little something. And, so that you can learn about me, I guess. I know I have a big story to tell, in relation to my commitment to heal the world. It's my lifelong journey. I was born to be a big player in helping to heal the world. I know that there's a lot of us out there that have the same mission. And so I'm looking to join everybody that has already been doing that work. And I certainly hope that I'm encouraging people to just go ahead and reach deep inside themselves. If they have something that they have to share that they truly feel will help benefit, the world right now, because it's pretty ugly. But if there's one thing I know how to do, and that is transmute. I really, really learned throughout my whole life that I do have that ability, because I do always heal. Being an incredibly, deeply emotional, compassionate person. A lot of people become very angry. And it's not that I'm angry, it's just that I'm feeling so deeply the pain. I was just born that way. I was always so crazy. But anyhow, I'm a little nutty, I'm not gonna lie. But it's just because I'm driven nutty by all the insanity. And I don't want to let it get to me. And I want to be able to share that if I can take all this ugliness and I can create something good within myself that makes me feel good, then I'm definitely going to help spread that. So there's plenty of time for you to learn about my journey healing and why I'm here to help heal the world, why I know this, and stepping into this truth. It's taken me 3 years since I've known that it is my time to share my gifts. And so let's get to know each other a little bit more. I love my friends and my family. I have such a wonderful family. And if you don't believe in divine timing, just stick around, and I think I might be able to change your mind. But for now, hear my dog down there snoring. She's such a pain in the ass, but I love her. Okay, everybody. I love you. Let's go ahead and conjure world harmony. Let's find out what